Good afternoon and welcome to Claude and the Banstas on this lovely Monday afternoon. Very, very hot out there, Claude. Sweating buckets. What about you, mate?
Oh, yeah, tell me. Look, it's coming off me now.
Yeah, it's absolutely sweltering out there, mate. Just want to say thank you to everyone that's in the chat already. Got a few of yous in there. Too many to mention at the minute. So I ain't going to go through them all. Just want to thank every one of yous for coming over and giving us a watch on this transfer. Latest news today for Arsenal and a few other little bits. Just before we get into it, I just want to say that please, everyone, can you go and give us subscribe on all of our platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and OpMic. We are just under 300 away from reaching 25k followers on YouTube. Fantastic achievement it'd be. So if anyone ain't following us on YouTube, please go over and just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost a penny, and that will help us improve our channel and get us out there. And don't forget to hit the share button, please, either. How you doing, Claude? You all right, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Another week started. Not long till we go back to football again. 3 weeks, is it, to the Charity Shield?
Yeah, not that long.
So 19 days to the Charity Shield, and then I'll call it Community Shield, whatever we want to call it, and then another 2 weeks, then we start all over again. So it's not long to go. It'll go quick, and we can get back to the real business of playing, and none of this, all this, and this is going to carry on till October. And this is what I don't like about this whole thing. It should be all over before we all start, so everyone's got their players in place. So everyone is settled, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you, Claude. I think it should be done and dusted before the Charity Shield. I think the window should be open straight after the last game of the season, and then it should finish just before the start of the season. So then you've got all your players in, you can bed them in, and it's all done. I don't know about you, mate.
Yeah, and a lot of these deals are already done before they've even... I mean, they don't officially sign players, but they're already working on the deals before even the window's open. So there's no reason why everything can get sorted out before the season starts. Maybe the Community Shield is a bit early, but at least a week before the season starts. So then everyone can put their squad out, and that's it. Can't carry on anymore. But and that's it. That's the way it should be. Otherwise, you've got unsettled players. The season starts. You don't know whether your player's going to be here in about a couple of weeks to the next couple of weeks, and then that's where the problem begins. So I'm not in favour of this at all. I think it should be sorted out. And now we're going to have to go to October. Will he stay? Will he go? Will he come? Or what? All you want to do is watch your team progress rather than all this carry on.
No, I totally agree with you, mate. And unfortunately, we are one of the worst clubs out there that will wait and give up to tell us when these signings are going to be happening. I mean, let's be honest. We get on to Willian in a minute, but I mean, we all know it's a deal that's been dusted for ages. Do you know what I mean? So why not just come out and tell us? I just don't understand it. What is all this waiting game for? Do you know what I mean? I just don't understand it. Just come out and tell us. Let's get on with it. Let's move on. We know he's an Arsenal player. He's in the squad now. So, you know what I mean? Let's move on to either new signings or they start bedding them into the team. I just don't understand it, mate. Ben said it's midnight here in Sydney, Australia. Terry, Claude, Diesel, Stan, love you all. Thanks, Ben, for coming over.
If you really want a player, stop the old barring. The release clause is there. Get on it. Meet the release clause if you really want that player. So that all this barring, while all this barring is going on, that you can't settle your team. You can't get your team settled or nothing. It's real bullshit, I'll tell you. You know what I'm talking about on this one, don't we? I mean, the player wants to come, and now fair enough. That's what the whole point is. That release clause has been put up. Meet the release clause. If not, move on to something else. I think it's bloody ridiculous the way we carry on with regarding transfers. Look at that thing with Luis Suarez. If we didn't mess about, we put the right money down, we would have got him.
Exactly.
£1 insult with this, 45 and £1. Just Pay the money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you look at Man City; they've already signed 2 players. They, you know what I mean? The day before we heard that they was in for these players, the next day you see all the pictures that they was at the ground and that, and the day after, all signed, dusted, and announced on Twitter and Sky News and everything. Why can't we do that, Claude? Why won't we do that?
No, well, this is it. I'm just saying it's bloody ridiculous, and it's the same old story. Every season is the same. No matter who's in charge of the football club, it's the same old story with this club. Anyway, let's move on. The first player we're going to talk about is
before we do that, Claude, Steve said, when do fixtures come out for the new season? I've heard that they're leaving it right for the last week.
Hey?
I've heard that they're leaving it a week before the actual season starts. I don't know if that's true.
No, they won't be doing that because then you've got to. No, I think it'll be about. I was there in 3 weeks before, but I don't think they'll leave it to that late because of all the preparation. You can't just leave it a week before. That's ridiculous. I think it'd be about 3 weeks before.
We'll come on to that after, Ken, who I want. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate that, mate. Right, let's get on to the first one we're talking about. And obviously, that is a headline man and title. Obviously, Gabriel. I'm not going to try and pronounce his last name because I can't pronounce it. But Gabriel from Lille on Twitter yesterday. I mean, if this is true, our fan base is amazing because they've stalked this man's sister, who on Instagram has started following Arsenal yesterday. His sister's husband or boyfriend, he started following Arsenal yesterday. And obviously his brother was pictured in an Arsenal top. This is all since the rumours that Gabriel was going to come to Arsenal. He's been left out of the Champions League game. He's not in the squad. You can't buy his name or his number for the shirts in the shop. So it looks like a foregone conclusion, Claude. What's your opinions on Gabriel? Obviously, the big signing for Arsenal.
Won't be long before we start tracking his bloody plane, isn't it? Yeah, I'm saying, Jesus Christ. Oh dear, oh dear. He's another young kid. As I said, it's he definitely won for the long term. Short term, I mean, with him and Saliba, they might take a while to settle as well. So, yeah, it's a good move. If you're looking long term, it's a great move for us. Not that I know much about the player, so I'm only going on what old Potsy told me about him, and he knows a lot about French football. And I'm going on his word, and he's telling me he's a really big talent. So looking forward to seeing him in an Arsenal shirt. But until he's signed, until someone tracks that plane, who knows?
Tahi, you're exactly right, mate. He said everything is just a rumour until we see pen on paper. I don't even wait until the pen on paper, Tahi. I'll wait until he's wearing the Arsenal top and he's pictured at Arsenal and it's confirmed. That's when I think it's guaranteed that obviously he's signing for us. Look, at the end of the day, like you said, I've watched a lot of videos on him on YouTube since we've been linked with him. He looks a fantastic player, I must admit. 22-year-old. He looks tall. He looks solid. He looks strong. He can put a tackle in, and he's left-footed, so he'll play on that left-hand side.
He can put a tackle in if he's a defender. Otherwise, we are in trouble.
But he's got a great left foot, and his distribution to get his team on the attack straight away is unbelievable. I mean, it is pinpoint precision. Everything I've seen when he's got the ball and he wants to get his team on the attack straight away, he passes it over the top of the midfield and straight to the striker's foot. It's fantastic. He looks a very, very, very good young talent. And along with Saliba, who we still haven't seen yet. Look, you know, it's very exciting times for Arsenal. Let's be honest. You know, we're being told, you know, to trust the process. The process, in my eyes, the process is 3 to 4 years in my eyes. But if you look at our back five, if we do get him, Claude, I mean, you've got Leno and Martinez fighting for that number 1 spot in goal, which is great competition. You've got Tierney, who looks absolutely fantastic for our left back and hopefully be our future captain. Hopefully we can keep Maitland-Niles, which I do think we will. I don't think he's going anywhere, and he can cement that right back. And then Gabriel and Saliba as our centre-backs could be there for the next 10 years, Claude.
Yeah, very good. But we're prone to making errors because they're young, you know what I'm saying? So, as I say, in the long term, but if you want results, I think we still need another experienced centre-half in there as well, to be honest with you. Because if you actually want results, and we are in a results game, remember that it's all very well saying planning for the future, but if the results don't come, then people will hang, won't they? So, yeah. I think it's good. It's a good signing, but I still think we need another good experienced centre half. I mean, a really good experienced one. Just to ease them along.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, look, I ain't trying to stir things up or anything like that. I'm just giving you what I mean, because you was quite happy with David Luiz first of all. And then obviously now when he signed the contract, I don't think any of us want him to sign a contract and things like that. Would you be happy for him to move on?
Well, the only thing with Luiz, if you're going to play Luiz, you can only play him in a 3. I think you keep playing him in a 4, there's problems there. But he is the experienced one. If we don't buy an experienced, maybe he's the one that we keep. But then playing him in a 4 is a bit dodgy. And I think Arteta does want to go with 4 at the back. So it'll be interesting to see how it develops, mate.
We've got a super chat here from Joseph. He said, "Goodbye, David Luiz, retirement home, Terry." Laugh out loud. I hope so, mate. I hope so. But we've still got, a few others to get rid of, Joseph, to be honest. We've still got Socrates, who we need to get rid of. Mafroponis. Really, Mustafi, we could get rid of now, especially if we get these two. Do you know what I mean? Because, like we said, we've got David Luiz for another 2 years or whatever the contract was. You can say that's a bit of experience there, I suppose, for cover or whatever. But, me personally, Gabriel and Saliba, I think is fantastic. Don't forget, we've still got Mari. We've got Mari, who we haven't even seen really.
Yeah, but then there's another one in experience, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, right. So that's the great news anyway. Hopefully, everyone. It looks like Gabriel will be signing for us. If you look at everything, it all adds up to that he's already signed for Arsenal.
Anyone that can track their plane, please get on to me, and then I'll be doing updates. Texting updates with his pilot, if I can get his pilot to keep texting me updates when he arrives, when he's through customs. And we'll track him. We can do a track on him, yeah. I might actually send Terry to the airport to meet him.
Oh, that'd be great. I'll do that. Yeah, not a problem. Which airport is it? Which airport am I going to? Gatwick, Heathrow?
We'll have to find out, and then we'll send you to make sure he actually lands and where he goes, yeah? And then you can follow him behind. With your car, you can follow him to the...
Well, with my phone out, so I can my phone out and say, look, here he is. Here's the car in front.
Talking about retirement homes, we move on here to this subject.
Listen... I don't know what to say. I mean, let's get it out there. Willian obviously was Chelsea. To be honest, let's be honest here. He was probably one of their best players last season. In all truthfulness, he's obviously written a letter to Chelsea yesterday, an open letter saying thank you for your services. I really appreciated it, but it's time for me to move on. Chelsea an hour ago have wished Willian all the best and obviously said that he's not their player anymore. So it's basically all done and dusted again. So why is Arsenal still waiting around to announce that he's going to be our player? I just don't understand it, Claude.
On this one, we have to track the Uber driver. Look, I hope it works out and I hope it becomes a major success. But something troubling me about this deal, Terry. I can't lie to you, mate. It's something not right. Something not right. Why they offered him only?
Oh, it looks like Claude has froze for a second. You with us, Claude? No, it looks like he's froze for a minute. So, look, for me, with Willian, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If we can get the Gabriel contract all signed and sorted out, and we can get Partey, that is the two main positions that we need to get sorted for next season going forward. Like I said, if Gabriel can sign and we've got that back five for next season, and then we've got Thomas Partey in with maybe Ceballos next to him, and then we've got players like Pepe, Aubameyang, Saka, Martinelli, maybe Willian, maybe Coutinho. I mean, you know, that in itself makes us as a strong contender next season for that top four. Because not only will we be, you know, a strong starting 11, but last year, I think in the top 10, we was really weak in on our bench in nearly every game. We was really weak. But if we've got a strong 11, and then you've got players like Willian, Coutinho, Martinelli, Saka, all on the bench, we've got, you know what I mean, we've got a lot of strength in depth in. So for me, Willian, it makes a bit of sense because obviously you ain't going to get a lot of young players in the same position all fighting for their place all the time. So we've got Martinelli, we've got Saka, you got what's his name, Willock, and all these other players, and then you've got a couple of experienced guys. So to me, it makes quite a lot of sense because then you've only got them for a couple of years. They've got experience. They're going to hit the ground running. So as long as we get the other two, it doesn't bother me, to be honest. It's yeah. Go on, sorry, Claude, we lost you there for a second.
Sorry about that. I forgot to fill the meter up. Sorry. As I was saying, I hope it works out well. I really do. I said what I was trying to say there. How is it? Why have we offered 3? Would he have signed for us if we'd offered the same terms, like 2 years? I'm asking you because that means it's all about money. Because if he really wants to move for a new challenge, he would have took the 2 years at Arsenal, wouldn't he?
I think, yeah, I know what you're saying. I do agree with you. I think
and this is the worrying thing. Something troubles me about this deal completely. I don't know. We're throwing it, saying, "Oh, right, we'll give you 3." Whereas if we'd have said, "We'll give you 2 years," what are you going to say? And he says no, then you know he ain't really committed, are you? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Look, I've seen it all before, mate. I don't know. There's 2 possible reasons why I think we've done that, and that is 1, because obviously, and why Willian wants to come to us. Obviously, the Brazilian connection there at the moment with Edu, obviously Coutinho if he comes, and we've got a few other Brazilians there now. Especially David Luiz. I think he's got a restaurant with David Luiz. I think they're best mates outside of football. So that makes sense for him that way. He's still in London too, so he doesn't have to move. He's settled with his family and things like that.
Yeah, I understand him. So why not take the 2 year? Why would you 3?
Maybe it weren't him. Maybe it was us offering 3 years. The only other thing I can think of why we're offering 3 years is because, like I just said, is that he's had a fantastic season for Chelsea last year. Still, let's be honest, he's still a great player. I know his age is not on his side, but maybe we're thinking of the sell-on clause again. If next year it doesn't work out, he's still got another 2 years after next year, and then we can still get some money for him. That's the only other reason I can think of, Claude.
Yeah, I really do, because he is the only thing I've watched him play. My angle on him is I've seen him play, and I look at him, and Ralphie will probably agree with me on this one. He'll play one game, and then he'll play 3 bad games. He's not consistent for me. He's not a consistent player. he's not one you'll get a lot of consistency out of. But we'll see. I mean, I hope he does when it comes to Arsenal. I hope Arteta, you know, your man, that Arteta, will get the best out of him. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I totally agree. Like I said, I mean, the only thing that's, you know what I mean, that peeing me off a little bit is we all know that he's an Arsenal player. So just come on, Arsenal. Bloody just tweet it out. You know what I mean? And then let's just move on. Do you know what I mean? Just don't understand it. But, right, let's move on to this next player then, Claude. The next one on the list is this man, Thomas Partey. Obviously, I think it's been widely known now that Atletico Madrid are trying to offer him a new contract, but a few sources that I know have said Thomas Partey has given word to Arsenal that he will reject all contract offers from Atletico Madrid in order to sign for Arsenal.
So this is where Arsenal got to decide, like, if they really want, be aggressive. If you want the player, pay the clause off. Don't start all this messing about. Don't start messing about with trying to barter the deal down, because we could be waiting till the end of October. And what's that good? What's that good to us? I just feel right. We've got the money now. We got 40. Surely we got 45 million.
Yeah.
Release clause to get this over the line.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. Look, this is a player we definitely need. We definitely need a defensive midfielder and Thomas Partey fits that bill beautifully. It's part of the spine of the side as well. This is exactly
the sort of players we need in the spine.
Exactly.
This guy fits the bill, doesn't he? I mean,
exactly. He's tall. He's strong. He's commanding in that midfield. He stops a lot of tackles. I mean, he gets a lot of tackles in. He stops a lot of pressure coming on us. He gets us on the attack straight away. I think he's a fantastic addition, and it's someone that we've been looking for ages, in my eyes, ages. And same with Gabriel. If we can get these two players over the line, then anybody else that comes in my eyes, it's just an addition to the squad to help us move forward next season. Because like you just said, Partey and Gabriel are the two main players down that spine that will fit in next season, and we can start challenging for at least top four. Don't know about you, Claude.
Oh, definitely. I'm expecting. I mean, that is the thing we've got to be challenging. Not only top four, we've got to challenge higher. Why not?
No, you're right. You're right. And just, I'm just going to take that off and get this other player up. Let's see, because this could be part of the deal. Maybe we all know about Lacazette maybe in a swap deal, but there are some rumours today. Let me just try and get it. 1, 2, 5. I think this is it. Yeah, there are some rumours today that obviously Lucas Torreira, who is unsettled at Arsenal apparently, who is homesick and wants to move away, Atletico Madrid are very interested in him. So could this be part of the deal to get Thomas Partey at Arsenal? Because obviously Torreira is a midfielder himself, so maybe that is another option, Claude.
You could throw him in, yeah. You could throw him in as well. I think a lot of Italian clubs are after him as well, so it's not just Atletico. I don't think he'll be here next season because I think, as you say, he is homesick, and I think he'd rather play in Serie A or the Spanish league. I think so. I agree. I think it'd be a good deal for us. And a good deal for anyone that takes it, because I think in the other European leagues, I think he will come good again. He's a good player. He's a top player, mate. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. He just didn't settle in England. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me, I'm a big Torreira fan. I think he's a great player. If he is homesick and he doesn't want to be here, then there's no point in being here and having him. So we might as well just sell him, get the money now. We probably can get some good money still. And we can either do a player plus cash with Atletico Madrid if they want Torreira, or sell Torreira and put that funds towards Thomas Partey. So, either way, I'll be happy if he stays and he wants to fight for his place and he wants to fight for the badge at Arsenal, because I really do like Torreira. But like we said, if he is homesick and he wants to go, then there's no point in keeping a player that don't want to play for you, Claude.
Too right. Absolutely.
Let's move on then to the next one. Who we got next? Right, we've got this man who I think we all know and all has already signed a deal, but Arsenal media keep teasing us with all these silly tweets about the FA Cup and his goals.
Oh, it's getting boring now, isn't it? It is getting boring, mate.
It's tedious. It's tedious.
All right, but just sign, mate. I'll just get on with it, mate. God, you're not Lionel Messi. You're not bloody Ronaldo, mate. Just sign the bloody deal and get on with it. God, it's getting boring now. I'm not being funny, mate. It's getting on my nerves. The whole thing is getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
If you want to play for Arsenal, carry. To me, and I'm telling you this now, to me, it's I just think if he wants to sign. I don't think why is all this fuss going on about it? Just sign the deal and that's it. All this carry on. You know what I mean?
I totally agree with that.
Show business crap going on. It's just a footballer, mate. He's not Lionel Messi, as I say. He's not Ronaldo. Just get the deal done and sign it.
But even
I'm getting sick of it, mate. I'm getting sick of it, mate.
Even if he was Messi or Ronaldo, I'll still be the same. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
I'm just trying to say, just get all this carry on. He's just at the end of the day, he's another player, right? Yeah. He's another player in the court. Fantastic. Won us the FA Cup, brilliant, right? Yeah. Right, take us to a bloody title as well. Then even more better. But please just sign. If you've got a good contract in front of you. I mean, a great contract for a bloke of his age, by the way. A great contract. Sign the thing and get on with it. I'm sick of hearing about all this. When is he going to do this? When is he going to do this? Oh, I can't wait to put the announcement out. I'll put the announcement out. Oh, bullshit, mate. Absolute bullshit.
I'll totally listen.
Sign the contract and get on with it. I'm sick of hearing about it.
Claude, I am totally with you 100%. The silly part about it is I think he's already signed the thing. It's just Arsenal mucking about.
Well, this is exactly it. It's ridiculous. And all these people, when is he going to sign? When is he going to sign? I'm more worried about us getting off to a good start next season.
Yeah.
Whether he's here or not there. There's no, I'm saying.
No, too much.
There'll be bigger players than him, right? And I think he's a top player. Don't get me wrong. There's been bigger players, right, than him at this football club that we've not made such a fuss about.
Yeah. Listen, I totally agree with you, Claude.
The football club is a joke. The fan base is a joke. The fan base is a complete joke now.
But the thing is, Claude.
He's going to sign. Oh, Jesus Christ! Do me a fucking favour.
The thing is, right? The thing is, if Arsenal Football Club put all their efforts into actually signing these players, backing Arteta and making our football club a better team and a better club, we'd be fantastic. Because the way they go about all this fucking build-up and the signing videos and all that shit. I mean, let's be honest, it is great what they do, but let's just do it straight away. Why do we have to build up for a month?
Yeah, all this signing, I'm not interested. I think it's all a joke because all this signing videos, right? Do you remember when that Michael Owen was signing for Newcastle when they got 50,000 people into the ground?
Yeah.
Do you remember all that? What the fuck did he do for them? Yeah. What did he do for Newcastle United? All that, they got 50,000 into the ground, paraded him. Right, it was like the Queen's birthday, mate. The bloody all sitting there saluting him, yeah. What for? What did he do? What did he get for it? At the end of the day, I couldn't care less. Produce it on the fucking pitch, then we what? All this carry on, mate. All this fucking carry on. It's all bollocks, mate. Sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
You're right.
All
you're
bullshit.
right.
All bullshit.
I just want to answer Ben's question. He said, "Can I buy your merchandise from Australia?" Of course you can, Ben. If you just go onto our website,
Timbuktu as well.
if you go onto our website, which is in the chat now, or it's on the screen, claudeandthebansters.com, you can buy our merchandise and we can send it anywhere around the world, mate. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we would much appreciate it and we will send it to you, mate. It's not a problem.
Carry on.
Not a problem. Also, if you'd like to become a member of our YouTube family and help support our channel and make us grow even further, if you click the link in the comments now, which is on the screen, but it's in the chat, you can go over to there and sign up for less than $1.99 a month for our bronze membership, and for a gold membership, $8.99 a month. But yeah, Uber, going back to Uber quickly.
What do you mean Uber? I haven't got my cab's not outside, is it?
Well, I'm waiting for Uber to sign the thing to get Willian back.
Uber's outside, waiting for me to take me home. What do you mean? What's going on here?
Uber's picking Willian up. That's what I'm hoping for. Listen, we all know that he signed the thing. I know that he signed the thing. He's not going anywhere. Thank God. I want him to start.
It's all bollocks.
You know what I mean? But just fucking announce it. Announce it, Arsenal. Stop mucking about.
Yeah, he's already announced it. He's announced it on Instagram, mate.
Exactly.
He's announced it to his mate on his on Instagram, hasn't he? God, oh man, please leave me alone.
I don't know.
Let's not go there, mate.
Right, let's move on to this one. Coutinho still. There's still rumours all bouncing about that he was at the Arsenal training ground the other day with Barcelona representatives and his representatives. Apparently the deal's already done, but he played for Bayern Munich that night or the next day, and there's still rumours saying that we're going to get him. What do you think of this?
I heard that it's hit a stumbling block on this one. The stumbling block is that Arsenal don't want to pay a loan fee.
Right, I see.
They just want to play the off, but this is what I've been told. So I think that one could be. I don't think that one will happen. I've got a feeling we got Willian. I don't think they'll get Coutinho as well. I think that's the one they'll get Willian, and that's it. I think Coutinho's bit. I think there's been a bit. He's because he's agent. He wants to get. Of course, it's the same agent, isn't it? And I think what he's trying to build his profile up. He's using us as well. I think he'll go somewhere else in the end. So I just got that feeling.
Yeah, look, listen, I'm not. I've heard the same thing. I've heard that it's on the rocks basically. I don't know if it ever really was an option.
I think the agent is using us a bit on this one, so he can get him somewhere else. But we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't think Arsenal will get Willian and Coutinho. I just can't see that happening, especially when we need other areas. And it's also stopping a couple of good young players coming through as well. And then you've got this thing about Zaha. So where are all these players going to fit in if we're going to get Zaha as well? I mean,
exactly.
Where are they going to fit?
I was just about to bring him up, so let's get rid of Coutinho for a minute, and then obviously, excuse me, let's get up Zaha. Rumours are that Zaha was in the nightclub, I think, or someone was in a nightclub, and on the lights going across the room and that, Zaha to sign for Arsenal. I don't know if any of that is true or whatever. I'm just giving you information, what I've seen on Twitter. What's your feelings on Zaha?
Another one. Now we're tracking people in nightclubs. Jesus Christ. Whatever next. Oh my God.
What's your feelings on Zaha anyway, as a player and coming to Arsenal, Claude?
He's a good player. He's a good player. The only thing is, when he was at a big club before, at Manchester United, it didn't work out, did it? So that's why he went back to Palace in the end. So I don't know. It's one to be looked at. I don't know. I don't think that. I don't think we're going to get all these players. I mean, where are they going to play?
Yeah.
Where are they going to play? And plus, we've got these sort of players already. Where are we going? All these players. We should be looking at the defensive midfield, get them over the line, and then look at these players more. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to see someone like Smith Rowe come through next season as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same. Look, for me with Zaha, I'm not a great lover of him, to be honest. I think he's very overrated. Like you've just mentioned, Claude, he's already played for a massive club in Man United. It didn't work out there. Granted, I mean, it doesn't mean it won't work out at another big club. But to me, I look at him as like another Lacazette. I mean, he does some great things and things like that, but how many goals does he score really? How many assists does he really get? Do you know what I mean? So is he just going to be another player that works hard for the team but doesn't get any assists and no goals for us? Do we really want another player like that at Arsenal? Because I don't. I want players that are gonna do all the hard work, plus get the goals, plus get the assists.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think it'll be Willian, and I think that'll be, as far as attacking players are concerned, I think that'll be it. But unless there are more departures than what we think, I don't know. Well, what's going on here at this fucking football club at the moment?
Exactly.
Remember, we've also got Saka as well.
Yeah, Saka.
He's going to be blocked from getting in. And he's a good young talent as well. So,
yeah, no, exactly. All right, let's move on from the incomings to the outgoings. And one bit of news that I'm very, very happy with, Claude. Very, very happy with. If this comes true with another player that I don't like at the Arsenal club.
Oh, it's Dougal.
Obviously, the man himself, the one and only, Mr. Emery, our old Arsenal manager, apparently is coming in for a bid for Guendouzi. And hopefully, this man, the fraud that I call him of a manager, if he can come in and put in a 45 million bid for Xhaka too, and take Xhaka and Guendouzi off our hands, not only would he not be a fraud anymore, he probably will be the best Arsenal manager in history, in my eyes, because he'll be taking off the two frauds of the players that we've bought and that he come out and said are the two best players in the world, basically, and they're playing for Arsenal off of our hands. What do you think of that, Claude? Yeah,
well, I'll tell you what, all this, when they paid that money to fly the plane, maybe we should do a GoFund page to get him on a plane back to Spain then, isn't it? What do you reckon?
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Arsenal Maniac. Who's the fraud manager? Emery, mate. Emery is the fraud manager in my eyes. In my eyes, not Claude's or anyone else. That's my opinion. I just didn't think he was a great manager. He come with a lot of expectation. I think every Arsenal fan thought we was going to easily win that Europa League because he's won it 3 times on the trot. And he froze. He went out of that final against Chelsea in Baku, not to lose. He didn't want to win the game. He went out there not to lose. That's how he set us up, and we got absolutely annihilated by him. And then the next season, he got his own record at Arsenal. So he's the new manager now for 27 years that went without a win in 7 games. He's a fraud. He's an absolute fraud, the manager, for me. But if he comes in for Guendouzi for a 30 to 35 million pound bid, Xhaka with the same thing, I think.
You know what? Right? I'm gonna stick up for him a bit. You ain't gonna believe this. I'm gonna actually stick up for him a bit, Emery.
Got him, mate.
I just feel we had a big language problem, and in the end, the players were just taking the piss out of him, really. And the players didn't help either. They were just as bad as him, because if he'd learned the language, tried to learn the language, and took proper lessons, I don't know why he didn't, but he might have become. Look, his record before he come to us wasn't too bad, was it? I mean, let's face it. And I think it was a language problem he had. I don't think he was getting his ideas across, because I mean, you remember that they were showing videos in the training session when the players were just laughing at him. You know what I mean? It's just, sorry. I look, a lot of these players, right, are to blame as well. They're not free from blame. A lot of them have got to take a good fucking look at themselves as well.
Look, for me, I understand what you're saying about the language barrier, Claude, but if you look at the Leeds manager, has he had a problem? No, he got an interpreter in straight away.
Yeah, but this is the problem. We didn't, did we? We didn't do that properly. We didn't do it.
But was that Leeds that sorted that out, or was that the manager himself that sorted that out? Do you know what I mean? If he knew that, look, at the end of the day, if you know you're struggling with your language or you can't get it across, there's no hardship. Why not get someone in to help you as an interpreter, and so it comes across right? Do you know what I mean? So for me, I don't buy that. Unfortunately,
also, he should have actually. It's his own fault. He should have come out with it and said it at the time, but he didn't get the players he wanted. Like, he was throwing this. He said, "You could have this. You could have that." I won't, and that don't help either. The confidence of the manager when you're putting a list of players and not one of them gets fucking done. No, not one of them is got over the line and he's given other players instead. You know what I'm saying? That don't do his confidence any good. He's going to think, well, they've got no confidence in me. They don't want to give me the players I want. So that doesn't help either. So that's where I got that bit of sympathy for him. I think in the end, what he also got wrong was he went for rather than getting the league done, he put all his eggs in that Europa League. You can't be doing that, mate. I know how good we were doing up to the final in that, but you know that there's going to be one difficult one there, and in the end, he's putting Cole Jenkinson at Crystal Palace at right back. I remember he put El Neni and Guendouzi in midfield at Everton, things like that, just to save them for the Europa League, and that ended him. That ended him because at the end of the day, get that league. Look at United, right? They've made sure they got the Champions League before the Europa League. They've made sure they got in that top four. They have priority. They made sure they got that top four. No messing about with fucking resting players. They made sure they got it. We didn't do that. He didn't do that. He was too worried. He thought, I've won it 3 times already. I'm going to do this and that. And that's where he come unstuck.
Yeah. 95, Winston said, I would have sacked Emery before the final due to the way we finished the league and missing out on top 4. Totally agree with you there. Totally agree. There's a lot of comments coming in saying, Claude and the Bansters, check Twitter, Willian's done his medical. So it sounds like he's done his medical, and it's basically, understand Willian has undergone his medical at Arsenal. That's by someone at Sky. So it looks like the Willian deal will be announced.
It hasn't been announced. Has it been announced by Arsenal yet?
Not announced by Arsenal, but it looks like Sky is saying that he's had his medical done.
Let's have a look. I mean, let's see if Arsenal.
There's reports and all saying that Gabriel to Arsenal is a done deal. Total agreement reached today with Lille. Medical scheduled. Here we go at Sky Sports.
Where have you checked the Arsenal website?
No, I haven't checked the Arsenal website. I will do that now.
And remember, there's a lot of bogus Sky Sports things.
Nothing on there yet. But I mean, we all know that Willian's done anyway, don't we? Let's be honest. We all know that Willian's done. And hopefully Gabriel will be done too, hopefully today. So I would imagine that by tonight, Willian will be an Arsenal player. Hopefully, they will do the announcement alongside with Gabriel. Let's quickly move on. We've got a couple more to talk about before we round up the transfer news today. And that is one of our young talents, Zach Medley, looks like he's going out to loan to Gillingham. Claude.
Yeah, I think yes to. I mean, because all the if we're getting these players in, there won't be any room for him here, is there, at the moment? So that's a good move for him. And it's good to go down the lower leagues because it's a more physical, and he'll learn the more physical side of the game as well. So that's a good move for him.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. He's he looks a great talent, and he needs a bit of experience. So going out on loan next year will do him the world of good, and hopefully in the next season he can try and get into the squad, into the first team. Right, let's move on to this man. And I know you love him, Claude. So that's why I want to bring it up. Mesut Ozil.
It's all Mary Poppins.
Mesut Ozil was apparently in Turkey. Is he trying to find a club out there?
Aye.
Is he trying to find a club out there? Because there's been reports that Arsenal want to find a way of paying his £18 million left on his deal for next year up. So what do you think about that?
What Arsenal are trying to do, and I think it was worded wrongly by John Cross yesterday. He worded it wrongly, saying that they're paying the whole 18 million. And what's the point of that? What they're going to try and do, I think, is pay part of it with and then pay half the wages on. I don't know what it's. At least a few £1 million up in the process. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the only way they're going to get around this one. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. For me, look, I'm a big Ozil fan. I really do like him, but it's time for him to go now. In your words, Claude, it's time to go. It's time for Ozil to go. I hope he goes. I hope we pay up his contract, and I hope he moves on and he does great somewhere else, because his time's up at Arsenal now. We need to move on from Ozil, and we need to free up his money and his wages for other great players that are going to help this great team move on, in my eyes. So thank you, Ozil, but it's goodbye from me now. Hope you move on, and I hope you do well wherever you go, mate. It's not a problem for me.
we'll do well in Turkey. We'll do well in Turkey.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly, you will do. There's just
slower game, more, and won't have to work so hard as he's asked to work in the Premier League. So I think he'll do well there.
Yeah, exactly, mate. I totally agree with you. That sums up our transfer news for today. There's just a couple of little things I want to talk about quickly before we end the show, Claude. And one of them is being that obviously 2 players from Atletico Madrid have tested positive for the COVID-19. Angel Carrera and Simone Filsasco, both asymptomatic and isolating. The rest of their team have tested negative. So the Champions League game against Leipzig on Thursday will still go ahead. But what's your feelings on that, mate?
Yeah, that's if only 2 of them. If it was about 8 or 9, I think maybe I had to call the game off. But if there's just 2, and just go ahead with the game. If everyone else is negative and okay, just go ahead. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate. Obviously, we hope that these 2 players are fine and well and don't get a hard case of it, and it's only mild cases.
Unbelievable. We're in the middle of August and this whole season still hasn't finished properly, is it?
Well, unfortunately, I think we're going to be going backwards rather than forwards very, very soon, but we're seeing on that. But to them 2 players at Atletico Madrid, I hope you get well soon and get back out on the pitch as quick as possible, and it doesn't affect your family life and your family will safe too. So just a quick guide on that. And I'm hearing reports, Claude.
Yeah.
That Solskjaer tonight has confirmed that VAR will be starting in their team lineup tonight.
Oh,
but yeah, listen, it's been confirmed. VAR will be starting.
I bet they get a penalty tonight. Well,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If VAR starting, then you are assured that Man United will get a penalty tonight.
I might have a bet. I wonder if you can get a bet whether United get a penalty tonight.
Definitely. You could. I don't think the odds will be good on that because they get a penalty nearly every game, don't they? So I mean, that's got to be odds-on favourite, surely.
They'll cruise through that Copenhagen.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna. Well, just give us a scoreline for tonight, Claude.
4-0 to United. 4-0.
4-0 to United. I'm going to go 3-0 to United. VAR with an hat-trick. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be good. Look, we'll be going 50 minutes. Is there anything else you want to talk about or bring up, Claude?
No, I'm okay. Also, it'll be on Stephen's charity channel tomorrow. Stephen Feely, everyone wants to have a look for tomorrow. I think it's 8 o'clock start tomorrow night. on the Stephen Feely channel, so I'll be on there tomorrow. Very nice guy who's had a lot of problems with liver problems, and I'm looking forward to that. Was there any more questions need to be answered?
Quick question.
Questions before we go.
Arsenal Maniac said, why do they get so many pens?
You know what? It's sometimes you just some teams are very clever at doing it, and good luck to them. If they get away with it, good luck to them, I say. I wish we were clever at it as well, mate.
Right, exactly. Kevin Mark says, guys, when's the next membership stream? Will we get Gabriel and Partey, in your opinion?
We should have one. I'm hopefully the one this week, but we'll have a chat about, me and Tel will have a chat about later. We'll have one probably sometime this week, maybe at the weekend, but we'll see,
Yeah, no, there definitely will be one this week, Kevin. And yes, I do believe that we will get Gabriel. I think that's already been sorted, mate. Partey is a little bit different.
It could go all the way to October, mate.
Yeah, I'm still hoping that we will get him, mate, to be honest. No, I think that's about it, Claude. So I think what we're doing, we'll wrap it up, mate. We'll wrap it up. I just want to say thank you to everyone in the chat. You've been absolutely fantastic. The reason why we always do live streams is because of you, to be honest. We don't want to do pre-recorded ones because we'd rather interact with yous all throughout our video while we're doing it. Like I said, if anyone would like to get any of our merchandise, then please go over to our website, www.claudeandthebansters.com. You can buy it all over the world. We send it all everywhere around the world, not a problem. If you'd like to become a member of our YouTube channel, then please hit the link in the chat now and sign up. And don't forget, if you can't sign up and help us, then you can always help us by sharing and subscribing on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and OpMic. If you can just sign up and share it and get the word out there and help us build and make this channel one of the best ones out there. Like I said, we're under 300 subscribers away now from reaching 25k on YouTube, which would be absolutely fantastic achievement. And we really thank you for that. Like Claude just said, it'll be on Stephen Featley's channel tomorrow for a charity one, and we will be doing another transfer one probably tomorrow, where we will be announcing that Willian is an Arsenal player. Claude, left to you to sign out, mate.
All I can say, it's time to go.
Or it's time to bloody announce the signings, Arsenal.
Take care, everyone.
See you later on, everyone.